be done. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Come on, everybody. Come on, everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days be done. I tell you, come on, everybody. Come on, everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days be done. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. This is Dr. Herbert Harris, and this is our Success Thought number 47. And our topic for today is how to be more creative. I'm going to say that again, how you can be more creative. And as you know, all of our messages are based on our book, The 12 Universal Laws of Success, your recipe book for success. It's available on Amazon, and be sure to get the Super Achiever edition. I know there are a lot of older editions running around, and that's okay. The Super Achiever edition has comments and input from over 30 people just like you, sharing how this book has transformed their lives. It's also available on our special website, www.12uls.com, and on herbertharris.com. All right. Our topic for today is really how to be more creative. And I wanted to deal with this topic because creativity is critical. Creativity can be your way from where you are to where you want to be. We talked a bit about imagination, and imagination is powerful. Imagination can be the seed for creativity. One of the things about being an artist, about being a creative person, is that you let your imagination paint a picture of the way you would like it to be. So as an artist, when they, as a painter, they often have an outline and they have a vision of the picture that they would like to paint. Even as an architect, when a person wants to build a skyscraper or a building of any kind, they'll have blueprints. Even the house, we were traveling recently, and so many new developments, and it looked like cookie cutters. Every house was built just like the one before. All the garages in the same place. Don't come home drunk or you can mess your house. So, but even though they were all alike, there was a blueprint that each of the builders followed. And so the reason they could get the results was that the blueprint was there for them. Let's see, we have Kaylon, thank you for joining us. All right, A Smart, Kayon Fresh, yes, Opulent, 57 Chic, welcome, thanks for joining us today. And I'm sure that many of you, those of you who are at this time of morning up listening to me are very special people. You are people who have a dream, who have a vision, who want to be something, do something, have something. And so your imagination is like the flashlight that can lead you to your goals. Your creativity now is how you apply your imagination, how you transform your imagination from a thought in your mind to something in your life. So creativity, through creativity, and we'll call it creative imagination, your mind has direct connection to infinite intelligence. If you ever wondered, say, well, how did somebody think of that? How did somebody create this? I'm sure as a designer, as a creator of any kind of musician, when you hear a song, you say, how did they create that? Where did it come from? Well, it comes because your creative imagination gives you a connection to infinite intelligence. So everything that was. When God created the universe, everything was created complete. Okay? All at the same time, everything was complete. And our perception of the universe is limited because we perceive in a time module. Creativity gives us the ability to connect with that infinite intelligence so that we can see more, so that we can be more. So each of you today in your lives, whatever your condition may be, if you can use your creative imagination and close your eyes and see something the way you want it to be, you have literally stimulated a connection between you and infinite intelligence. If you just hold that vision firmly in your mind and let it penetrate your entire being, you can manifest whatever it is you see. So when we talk about creativity, sometimes people say, well, it's a sixth sense. How do you know to do this? I don't know. I just felt it. Well, that thing that you felt was that connection to infinite intelligence. Renee, thank you for joining us. Yes, yes, yes. Renee, the Earth Queen, thank you for joining us. And so your creative imagination can compensate for your lack of experience. Your creative imagination can give you the ability to outperform another person who has more experience, but a weak creative imagination. See, everybody has it, but most people don't access it. Think about this. Most people at 8 a.m. Eastern, and I know we have people joining us in California and it's 5 a.m. out there. Okay. Most people will say, well, I'm not going to get up in the morning. It's too early. Well, that disconnects you from your creative intelligence. Those of you who are here today, I guarantee you that you have something that you want to be, something that you want to do, something that you really want to have deep in your soul. The power of this thinking is that if you want it, you can have it. Now that's a good one to write in the chat box. If I want it, I can have it. Those of you who are listening today, write that in the chat box because we're reprogramming your mind this morning. If I want it, and write in the first person. Okay. When we're talking about creative intelligence and creative imagination, we're talking first person. Okay. You're the one at the well of infinite intelligence. You can't even bring your kids. You can start to train them and, prepare them, but they themselves have to dip into that well on their own. How do we expand our creativity? If I want it, I can have it. Kayan Fresh, thank you so much. Kayan Fresh, that's powerful. You use that today. Everything you see, when you look at it, you say, if I want it, I can have it. I remember as a young man, I wanted a car so badly. And at that time, when you turned 16, you could get your driver's license. I wanted a car so badly. I would go to the car lot every day and I'd look at that car that I wanted. I won't tell you what year it is because you'll say, my goodness, I didn't know they had cars back then. But I went there every day and I looked at that car and I looked at that car and I could see it in my mind and I wanted it. And the moment I turned 16, I think on a Thursday, do you know I had that car that Friday? My mother, I brought the car home. My mother looked at me. She said, well, how you buy a car? You don't even have a job. My dad and I had the same name. Now, I had not just wanted the car. I was cutting grass. I was saving money. I had saved $1,000. That's how badly I wanted that car. 16 years old. My mother goes to the car dealer. She says, what are you doing? You're selling my son. He's in high school. He doesn't have a job. He said, ma'am, he said, he's not Herbert Harris. Man. He said, ma'am, he said, anybody who walks in here with $1,000 is going to get a car. And I say to you, there's some things that you really, really want badly. That if you can see it in your imagination and feel it in your creativity and let the vision penetrate you so that you begin to see ways to make it manifest, you're going to have it. I tell you, my mom let me keep the car. Okay. So if your creative imagination, if your creativity is so powerful, how can we expand it? Because the greater your creativity, the greater your ability to manifest that which you want. Not only that, the greater your creativity, the more you can see. As a car enthusiast, I wanted a sports car because that was all I could see as a young man. Once I grew up and got to New York, I saw, wow, big luxury cars. I wanted a Cadillac. Okay. As I grew and got to meet other people, one day I saw a Rolls Royce. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want one of those. So as you expand your mind, your ability to be more creative expands with it. So let's get some tips on how to increase your creativity. Number one, stimulate your mind by reading. I guarantee that if you read more, you'll be more. I'm going to say that again. If you read more, you'll be more. Let's put it in the personal. If I read more, I will be more. When you stimulate your mind by reading, you are like taking yourself up that elevator of consciousness because it expands your exposure. Number two, practice creativity. Practice your imagination skills. Sit down at a specific time each day and visualize the things you want to be, the things you want to do, the things you want to have. See those things in your mind's eye. And what happens is your imagination begins to create that vibration that can then bring it about. You'll find creative ways to manifest that you want because you see it clearly in your mind. Number three, be sure to have goals. You see, your goals, vision can give you an understanding, but goals give you direction. And so when you have goals, the fact that you want something and focus on something, your creativity goes to work. Your creativity is a lot like a GPS. You got to have a destination and then it can tell you how to get there. Learn how to concentrate, number four. You see, focus is putting your mind on a particular thing, giving the attention of your mind to a particular outcome. So when you focus on winning, you win. If you focus on losing, you lose. Whatever you focus on grows. So when you enhance your powers of concentration, you can literally increase your creativity because you give it a place to operate. The stronger your level of concentration, the greater vibration you can put into that you want, which then means it manifests, because it's all about vibration. When you're connected to that you want very strongly, you create a vibration, then the world responds to bring it to you. Some people call them miracles. And then finally, five, you got to always control your moods and your emotions. You see, creativity can be undermined by negativity. Woo-hoo. Let me say that again. Creativity can be undermined by negativity. If you're around the wrong people, okay, you're a creative person, you're willing to get up at 8 a.m. and listen to me. You're a creative person, you want things you want to be and do and have. And if you're around negative people, those negative emotions that they radiate can undermine your goals and undermine your ability to manifest. If you're not getting some of the things you know you want in life, look around you. See who's around you, because the people you permit to come into your space give a vibration of their own. I see a lot of love on that. I think I stepped on somebody's toes on that one. When you can control your emotion, when you can control your moods, your creativity level increases. So let's wrap up this morning. I really felt strongly about sharing this because as creative people, as people with vision, as people who want to accomplish things, that your creative imagination is your power source to get you there. Your creative imagination connects you with infinite intelligence, and you enhance it by reading. You enhance it by practicing your imagination skills. All right, thank you. Jay Wilson, just read your book. Thank you so much. Send us some comments. Those of you who read the book, we're going to be putting together another series of books. And I'd love to get your comments on how the 12 Universal Laws of Success has transformed your life. Herbert@herbertharris.com. Or you can post it on our Instagram page. But practice your imagination, have strong goals, develop your powers of concentration, and control your moods and emotions. And when you can do that, you become like a fertile field. And you put the seeds, the things that you desire, into that fertile field, and they grow and they manifest in your life so that you can truly be what you want to be. You can truly do whatever you want to do. You can truly have whatever you want to have, always knowing that your creativity is the blueprint for your future. Where your imagination leads, your reality will follow. That you can always be whatever you want to be. You can always do whatever you want to do. You can always have whatever you want to have. Always knowing that the best is yet to come. Wow. Thank you so much, Earl John Wilson. He says, I'm sitting in the parking lot 20 minutes early for my firefighter interview. God bless. Keep up the good work. Jay Wilson. Jim City just joined us. Thank you for joining us. Be sure to listen to the broadcast. All right, folks, let's close it out. The time of love is here. Let these troubled days be done. I tell you, come on, everybody. Come on, everyone. The time of love is here. Let these troubled days be done. All right, folks, thanks so much for joining us. See you tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. for another success thought to help transform your life, to help you be what you want to be, do what you want to do, and have whatever you want to have, always knowing that the best is yet to come. And so it is.